so you back.
And stuff and get to my position from here, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is more so when your partner is trying to sit you into headquarters. Yeah, so he's trying to put his knee down, he's trying to pin me, okay? And we start from here. So the first thing I want to do, we're just going to look for a sweep straight away, is trying to get my leg this side of Carl's leg, okay? So if I leave it here, it's not the end of the world, we can go through some other stuff, but the first one we're going to do is just to bring our own knee in. So I'm going to kind of tuck my elbow in, so my arm's not flared out, he can't start trying to pin me and stuff. I'm going to use my elbow, I'm going to push his knee down, and as I push his knee down, I'm going to bring my knee up. And at the same time, I'm going to use the collar tie, and also keep my knee in the center. If my knee goes here, then you can start flattening it out, and then we're going to start to do something different. But for now, just to get here, I'm going to look to push, I'm going to build up, so his legs still behind my knee, collar, tricep, and we'll just do like a basic, almost like a butterfly sweep, but we'll do it with a scissor motion as well. So,
Welcome to Reap on the Road. I'm in Shrewsbury. I'm going to meet Strom, talk business about Grapple Max, play some poker, get some rounds in, and then tomorrow we're off to the Grapple Max open mat. See you there. First order of the day was to head to Strom Sports Nutrition. Rick, the owner of Strom, and as are all the guys down there, have always been really great supporters of Reap. From about 18 months ago when we used to put samples in our packages, to us supporting Grapple Max, to them supporting the event. We're running the production for Grapple Max this year. We helped James Bullingham and the crew out last year, but we're taking it all on this year. We believe in the event, we think it's a great event that's pushing the boundaries of Jiu Jitsu shows, and we're super stoked to be involved in that. We'll have a stall and all that shit there as well. So we wanted to get down there, solidify that, that and also get a shitload of rolls in. Then we headed to Alento Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in Shrewsbury, which is where Strom's based. We had a great time there. You might remember one of our past videos where we headed down to there, and it was previously a Gracie Barra gym, and I thought I was going to get jumped by loads of people because it was just after the debacle with the Gracie Barra rash guards that we'd done, but we didn't. They've now, through all the contractual stuff that GB kind of brought out in the UK, they're under their own thing now, Alento BJJ, and it's a great spot, you know, as a facility. It's got decent mats, toilets, showers. Tristan Smith is the owner of the gym. He's a black belt, he's 23 years old. He opened up the gym for us, so me, Rick from Strom, Tristan, and a couple of the other lads that are friends of ours and friends of Strom had some rolls down there. So if you're in that sort of area and you want to check out Alento BJJ, I'd seriously recommend it. Go check it out, say hello to Tristan. Rick from Strom trains there most of the time, so that's his home gym. He grades under Tristan, although he travels all over the world training Jiu-Jitsu too, which is really nice to see. But it's a great welcoming spot, so I highly recommend it. After that, it was time to make a night out of it, and we headed to Rick from Strom's to play some poker. I haven't played poker in about 10 years. I didn't really fucking know what I was doing to begin with. Gradually started to pick it up after realizing when I like dipped out of some hands that I shouldn't have, that I actually had some really good cards that would have won some rounds but didn't. The idea behind it, I mean, I stayed over at Rick's in his beautiful house in Shropshire because it was the Grapple Max open mat the next day at Black Country Jiu Jitsu. So after a nice breakfast that Rick treated us to, which was very kind, thank you again Rick, we chilled out for a bit, waited for his new car to get delivered. Yeah, it was time to head down to Black Country for the open mat. So Black Country Jiu Jitsu, operated, coached by Dave Weston. James Bullingham, you know, one of their standout brown belts. You've seen him on our cards, you've seen him on plenty of other cards. Really, really high level no-gi submission grappler. Lana Campbell's down there heading up the female program as well. I've always wanted to visit Black Country but never really got the chance until now. It's a bit of a trek from us, but it was nice to finally get down there, you know, see the guys. They've got the same nice big open mat area, big shutter doors for the summer, so when it gets nice and warm you can open up the doors and kind of let everybody in and have a pagger. On the mats was some absolute killers. So the idea behind the Grapple Max open mat is kind of like a little bit of a networking thing really. So you get to pop down, meet the guys who run Grapple Max, get some rolls in. If you're a high level grappler and you want to get on the show and perhaps you've not previously been on the show, it's a really nice way to pop down, speak to some guys, hang out and have a good time. You know, Jay from BJJ Nutrition was there. Despite injuring his leg, he just came down to say hello to us lot and some of the other athletes there, and met some great guys. You know, it was funny, again in no-gi, you don't know what level people are until you start rolling with them. It was very obvious the second I stepped on the mats that everybody there was at a decent level. These lads are all there because they want to get on the show, they want to match, they want to compete. You know, there was black belts on the mats, brown belts, purple belts, savage blue belts too, shout out to Jordan, and some big guys as well, you know, coming from Strom, which is primarily a weightlifting sports nutrition company. Obviously they have bodybuilders, but loads of them have got into grappling as well, so they're all fucking massive. They're all getting good at jiu-jitsu too, and that is a nightmare combination, especially for a 37-year-old hobbyist father of two like me. But I had some great rounds over the weekend. I haven't been beat up like that for a while, so it was nice, it was good fun. And coming off, you know, the week before we had Shane Curtis down for our open mat. Over the past 8, 9, 10 days of jiu-jitsu in a row, I've had some fucking high level rolls, and I really, really appreciate everybody that's taken the time to roll with me. I've got my legs taken off, I've got my arms taken off, but you know, I tapped some savages as well. I didn't let them all walk over me, so yeah, I got some good submissions in too. A note on Grapple Max, they are matchmaking, they're announcing matches at the minute on August the 22nd, I think, in Shrewsbury at the Theatre 7 again, which based on the last show was absolutely amazing. You know, really, really high level production. We're going to be running the live stream production and the in-house video production too. And obviously they're going to put some great matches together. So if you want to be on the show, get in touch with them. They have a link on their Instagram, I think, where you can apply to be on the show. Also, you know, just talk to the guys, hang out with them, mention who you might want to get matched up against, what your weight is and stuff like that. It's a really, really good opportunity to be on a unique show and stand out a bit. Get all those things that you need for your Instagram profiles, for your TikToks, for whatever. There'll be loads of video stuff coming out of it, loads of promotion leading up to it. It's a really nice way to get your name out there instead of just a fight poster. Now I've got a 3-hour drive home. What a good time. This has been Reap on the Road. I'm hungry. Us.
Don't grab his pants, man. I know I can shoot it, but that's why I keep on the point. It just makes sense from that playing the yeah. Time guys, that's good. Everyone happy with that, yeah? Can you follow that? Follow this sleeve, get a movement, snap, leg goes to the leg.
What we doing live? Echoes of eternity.
Dan, you alright? Bro, you've been choked the fuck out.
What the fuck?
Hello, Mr. Reap. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to deliver this crossbody bag to the destination pre-marked on your car's sat-nav screen. You will have 1 minute to deliver the package, or all hell will break loose. The time starts now.
Needed that training.
Joking, I'm exhausted.
I've spent many a sunny, snowy, cloudy, rainy, windy day in Saltburn car parks getting into my wetsuit to get out into the surf. Not very many people know this, but Surfing actually started in Cornwall and Saltburn in the UK at the same time, making Saltburn one of the hot spots in England for some of the best surf that's out there. Unfortunately, the thing is with Saltburn surf is that over the summer, the nicer days when you want to be wearing your board shorts and maybe a rash vest, the sea's usually pretty calm. There is a couple of odd days in the summer where you get a nice wind swell and the sun's out and it's absolutely jam-packed out there. More often than not, from sort of September to February, March time is when the surf's best in Saltburn, which is not for the faint-hearted. Like I said before, it's cold, it's rainy, it's snowing often. It's a bit of a hidden jewel in the north, and one of the reasons I guess I've stuck around here. If you rewind back to the COVID-19 pandemic, me and a couple of the other lads were hell-bent on training Jiu Jitsu. We absolutely loved it, absolutely adored it, still do, but we got the rug pulled out from under us and none of us could train, as you probably remember. So we were a bit stuck with something to do. You know, we're active people, we like to get out there and do stuff. Saltburn on our doorstep, me and Dan took up surfing. You know, we got clattered around by the waves. We went out in conditions we shouldn't have, but fuck me, it was good fun. I got addicted to it and it made us realise that although Jiu Jitsu is amazing, there's other things out there too. You look at the Ritulo brothers, Jocko Willing, countless other people that are into combat sports also surf. There's a real nice yin and yang between them. Obviously combat sports, you always need somebody else. Surfing, you just need you, a surfboard and some waves to get out there. It's very calming, it's physically intense as well, especially when you get fucking thrown under those waves and dragged under and you're gasping for breath and all of a sudden you swim at the surface and you feel like you've just been born again. There's a wonderful little shop there owned by a bloke called Gary, called Saltburn Surf Shop, surprise, surprise. Gary's been in the surf scene since the 70s. He's a proper legend. If you're looking to surf in Saltburn and you want to give it a go for the first time, perhaps you don't want to invest in all the gear, go to Gary's surf shop. He'll talk you through it, help you know, figure out where to paddle out, what board might be best for you based on your size, get you a wetsuit that's going to fit in some boots, and it won't cost much at all. He's a proper dude. He once got me out of a proper situation before when I stupidly hid my car key just under my tyre for when I was out surfing, instead of getting a lockbox or a bag to stick around your neck under your wetsuit. When I came back out the surf, I went to get it, and as I went to get it, I just like pushed it into the springs of the car and all the messiness. So I was screwed, you know, everything was in my car, my phone, my wallet. So I was fucked basically. And so in my wetsuit, put my surfboard under my car, kind of huddled over to Gary and said, look, this has happened. Can you help me? I guess like a few other members of the public had tried to help me and fish it out. So he fashioned this like hook together out of like a pole and something else that he just had kind of lying around in his magic hut full of stuff. And we got down the side of my car and hooked it out. Thank you again for that, Gary. I owe you a pint. His son, you know, his son's a fantastic longboard surfer as well, who travels around the world competing and doing very well. There's a full legacy there, and he's often found watching the shop too. So if you are in Saltburn, if you are interested in surfing, go and say hello to those guys. Saltburn's also got, I think it's called a perambulator, because to get down to the beach of Saltburn, you've got to go down some big cliffs. If you want to go back up to town from the beach, there's this huge thing that is on rails and just like slides up the cliff face, which is really nice. Another top tip, if you go into Saltburn, when you pull into the town and keep going, there's a big windy road round. There's a car park on your left with about 20 spaces in it. There's a bigger car park on your right and an overflow car park too. They are all a fucking nightmare, especially if the weather's above 10 degrees. People flock to Saltburn. They just want a beach day because when the conditions are nice, it is beautiful. Conditions aren't always nice, obviously, but a lot of people will still flock there. Those car parks can be chaos. I often just see people driving around in circles, trying to find a space to no avail, getting stressed in the hot cars, kids screaming in the back. It's a nightmare. Go to the overflow car park, drive past the car parks, you can go to the overflow. There's often sneaky little spaces in there, so you might get lucky. If that's chocker, avoid Cat Nav car park, avoid the main car park with the 20 spaces, go back up the hill and just park along the cliff tops. It's a really nice view. You can get sorted in peace and quiet without people beeping, asking if they can have your space when you're done, because you're only just putting your fucking wetsuit on, let alone had 2 hours in the surf. And then you can take a nice walk down into the beach, and then when you're finished surfing, yeah, it's a bit of a trek back up, but it actually works It's quite a nice cool down because surfing is intense, it's physically intensive. You spend a lot more time paddling than you do actually on your surfboard. You can be a bit knackered, but that walk back up the steps back to your car is on a nice day, it's very nice. So either side of the pier is good for surfing. There's obviously different breaks each side, lefts and rights. There's also a spot called Penny's Rip because it has a rip tide to pull you out, so be careful if you're not an advanced surfer. But there's some lovely spots there. You will see more of the shredders over that way. So if you're like me and you think you're a bit better than you are, head out to Penny's Rip and get some proper surfing done too. There's obviously fantastic fish and chips. It's a British seaside town. Pick your chip shop, they're all good. There's one that has massive hour-long queues. Obviously the fish and chips are great from there, but the other ones are great too. So you don't have to go to that one just because everybody else is queuing there. They're all idiots. On this particular day, I did get the sun and some waves as well. I took my GoPro with me to test out the mouth rig to figure out how that was surfing. I've tried with a chest harness before, but it kind of gets in the way of your surfboard and paddling. So I went for the trusty mouth rig. The issue was, it was quite wild. So I got shot about, underwater, over water, my board flipped over, just trying to get out, which is good fun and I think is part of it. But the issue was, without realizing it, when I kept grabbing my GoPro, by the time I actually got a decent wave, I'd set it to photo burst mode. So I'd clicked what I thought was record and it just took 5 photos. I got no footage of me actually catching a wave. So here's some footage of some other people catching some nice waves in Saltburn. If you're serious about it, if you're local, there's some awesome Facebook groups as well that are very welcoming to surfers. If you're scared about going out on your own, you can put a message in the group and say, look, I'm going to go out on this day, looks quite nice out there. Does anybody fancy coming with me because you don't want to get pulled out, or you want, you know, people to be able to see you if you get stuck. So there is a really nice community vibe there as well, which is very helpful. Surfing's known for its locals only kind of aggressiveness, I guess, which stems from the US mainly. But Saltburn, you won't find any of that. You'll find nice people. Very rarely do you get snaked on a wave. It's a good time. The other nice little thing about Saltburn is once you've had enough of your surfing, there's been a skate park built just round the corner, past the golf club. It's a beautiful little spot, which is great for old people like me to get the feet back under them for shredding. I used to skateboard well when I was younger. Now I'm a bit older and my bones don't like it as much, but it's a great little skate park to get it back under your feet. It was built in memorial of a young lad who lost his life unfortunately. It's well looked after, it's a community project, so everybody chips in. It's kept very tidy by everybody that skates there, and it's a really cool little spot to just have a little shred about on. There's bigger ramps for more serious people, you know, you can take BMXs and stuff on there as well, but if you're just skateboarding like I am, it's a cool little spot. You can get your feet under you, start to push yourself, try some bigger tricks as well, and hopefully get some shredding done. So that's Saltburn, this is Reap on the Road. We'll get back to Jiu Jitsu gyms soon. I know you all love that content and we've got loads planned. Thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe and all that shit. Make sure you go to reapjujitsu.com where we not only do Jiu Jitsu stuff, we do general clothing for everybody else that just wants to look cool off the mats as well as on the mats. If you're into Jiu Jitsu, buy some Jiu Jitsu stuff and some clothing. If you're not into Jiu Jitsu, that's cool. We've got some nice surf hats on there, building up to our snow stuff coming in November, and our regular clothing, if I may say so myself, is awesome and you won't get chastised for not doing Jiu-Jitsu and wearing Reap Jiu-Jitsu stuff, so please feel free to check out the store. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Reap on the Road, Saltburn. Any questions about surfing, anything you want to know, drop us a line, we'll sort you out. Someone in the car park's just told me it's fucking shit and told me not to bother going out, so he's probably right. Let's try and prove him wrong. So I started on that side of the pier, now I'm all the way fucking over here, I'm halfway to Mass. Feels a bit like the fucking Wild West. Not gonna lie. Oh. At least it's just snapped off my neck. I don't see so many GoPros in the ocean off snowboarding. I am losing this one, so no, I looked at it. Wrap it around my wrist, I think. Always one more. First 5 minutes, my forearms were fucking burning. But I started this far away from the pier on the other side. Oof. That sunset's nice though. Just fucking need a minute to catch my breath before I take this fucking wetsuit off. Yeah, that guy at the car park said it was messy as fuck and he was right, but still managed to get some waves. Always manage to have a good time as long as you get in the water in it. Look at that bird. Look at him just chilling there. Right, that's me. To the next. Grapple Max 2. I somehow managed to pick the worst service station possible on the way to Rick Strom's house, which is a 3.5 hour journey, so it's quite impressive that I managed to pick the shittest one. It's got a Burger King, one broken disabled toilet, and a travel lodge. So we're off to a great start. It is 9:20 and we are matchmaking for a last minute pull out.
But we have got a stand in for you, because we'd really rather not lose you off the show. You've put the work in, you're ready. So Damien Brown is happy to jump in if you're happy. He's a little bit heavier than you. He's 102. I was doing round with him last night, so that shows you how shit he is. But I think it'd be a decent match, to be fair. And he's happy if you're happy. Josh is happy if you're happy. That's my fucking point. Yeah.
That's possibly the most astonishing process.
CEO Rick, working hard to make ends meet for the children, to bring home the bread and the milk, vegan milk.
I've been snowboarding. I used this board for probably almost a year. January, I think, was when we put the last piece of content out. Funnily enough, it was here at Alan Heads where I filmed. Me and Dan came down for a bit of a strike mission to see what's up, and it's the middle of November. We had a couple of random days of snow, so I thought, fuck it, let's go back, let's have a go. So I was driving up thinking there's no snow anywhere, what am I doing? It's about an hour and 20 from my house, this place. So I was thinking, fucked it here, no chance, no snow, what am I gonna do? Fuck my life. And then all of a sudden you get 10 minutes towards like Allen Heads, this area that we're in. Snow comes everywhere. We're in a black Audi that is not built for the snow. Just looking for my GoPro, and obviously it's there because I'm filming with it.